Welcome to the second episode in my Planet Friendly mini-series, and today I'm going to be showing you how I've been cutting out plastic and how you can do it too. Firstly, let's have a look how I'm cutting it out in my private life, and then we'll move on to how I'm doing it in my business. So join me on my weekly shop. This is one of the shops that I use to get my weekly shop. I can get all of my essentials, plus snacks and other things, all package free. So I bring in my own containers and fill them up. Shopping small is a great way to find plastic-free alternatives, compared to the supermarkets, which have hardly any. Sorry for my sweaty face, I'm just taking my mask off. As I was walking back to the car, I saw a new plant shop, so I got myself a little friend, a little treat, because I never treat myself anymore, because you know, life, bills, everything's so tight. But I wanted to support a small business, and this came packaged plastic free, apart from the pot, but I will reuse the pot once I need to pot it on. So I've got a little pothos. I'm going to leave the link to that shop down below if it has a web address. I'll check when I get home. Now I've got to go and do my food shopping. Food shopping is in Beanies. I know the irony of me driving to these shops, but we do a big shop once a week. We're not using the car to do lots of big trips, and anything we can get locally we do walk to. So just a little PSA before we head on. So let's go. Beanies is where we come to get all of our fruit and vegetables, because it comes plastic free and you can just pop it in paper bags that they provide. Shopping at greengrocers is a really good way to cut down your plastic in your private life, compared to shopping, say, at a supermarket where all of the vegetables and fruit comes wrapped in plastic. Greengrocers usually provide it naked. So I'm back home, and I hope that was instructive for you. I don't know how much useful filming that I actually managed to get, but I just wanted to show you what is out there that is plastic free. So I got all my veggies. I wash them as soon as I come in, because even though I buy organic, you know, you never know what kind of chemicals and things, and also bacteria and stuff like that is on them. So I got all my veggies. You can hear a noise in the background. Rolly's playing with the bags. Got some snacks as well. These are delicious. I'm going to have some of these later. I've got my plant. Sorry, I'm not being a very good vlogger at the moment. Got my plant. Can't wait to find a spot for that. I've wanted to pot off for ages. And not a bit of plastic in sight, apart from the plastic containers that I took to fill up, but these are reusable. I'm going to be reusing those time after time after time. So I started my plastic-free journey like years ago now, after watching a nature program with David Attenborough, and it was about an albatross colony, and these albatrosses were dying, and they went to the colony and they saw all these carcasses of dead birds, and inside the carcasses was plastic. But the thing that shocked me was the majority of it anyway, wasn't plastic from fishing, from big business. It was things that I use. It was toothbrushes, it was printer cartridges, it was bottle tops. And that's when I realised the impact that I can make. Yes, big business has its part to play, it really, really does. but we also have our part to play, because you might just feel like one person now, but we are an army of people. Like, we are like so effective when we work as a group, and groups are only made up of individuals, remember. But it's amazing how cutting back, because that week I bought some bamboo toothbrushes, and I also swapped to glass bottled milk. So I'll show you. This is the milk that we get now. I did get it from a milk delivery person, but now we managed to reserve it with our greengrocer, so we collect that every week, and they give us a bit of money back when we return the glass bottles, which is good. And it's amazing just doing that right at the very beginning, just doing that little thing. It meant that we weren't emptying our bin every other day. So yeah, on a personal level, cutting out plastic in your personal life it will make your life so much more enjoyable. It just will. It just will. No more dirty trips to the bin, no more stinky bins in your kitchen or your bathroom. So that was how I cut out plastic in my private life, and now I'm in my studio. I'm going to show you how I cut out plastic in my business too. I run a small business called Embers and Ink that provides greetings cards and gifts that don't cost the earth, because I'm plastic free. Now, I've got a wholesale order and a shop order to fulfill, so while I'm fulfilling that, I'm going to show you exactly how I've swapped plastic out of my business. I started really easily, because I used to wrap my greetings cards in a cellophane wrap, and a really easy swap was just to get rid of those and have my cards sold naked. Yes, you do sometimes get the odd fingerprint on the odd card, but when the cards were in cellophane wrap, I used to get damage anyway. When I stock with shops, I do wrap some items, like this calendar, in a wrapper, but this is not a plastic wrapper in the conventional sense. These are made from cornstarch and they are completely compostable in a home composting system. So on the odd occasion where I do feel like a bit of extra protection is needed, this is when I use my home compostable wrappers. As you'll see in a second, I also wrap my orders in paper bags and have dispensed with any plastic bags that I used to use, and this is a really simple swap that you can do in your business. I also swapped my plastic stickers and my vinyl stickers for paper stickers, because these can be recycled and composted by the customer when they get their item. And for wholesale orders such as this one, I always use packaging that has already been used, and it tends to be paper packaging anyway. So this also can be recycled and composted by the shop that I send my items to. Some other swaps that I've made are compostable packing peanuts, paper bags, paper tape, and they've even got paper fragile tape as well, so you can swap out your plastic tape for your paper tape. Also, I've made the choice in my label printing that I print on recyclable paper, and I don't use those label printers, the thermal ones, because did you know that thermal paper has a coating of plastic, and that's what makes the printing possible. And because of that, it's not recyclable and can mess up compost bins if it gets put in there, because microplastics go into the soil, they can get into the water stream and then into us. So I've made that decision to print only on office paper. So a really simple way of thinking about it when you're trying to go plastic free in your business is think about your customer. Put yourself in their shoes and imagine what awkward bit of packaging you would find difficult to know what to do with. Is it recyclable? Can you put it in your compost bin? So a good example is the thermal paper. So a lot of people might look at that and put that in a compost bin because they think it's paper, but it's actually got a layer of plastic on there. So you need to do your due diligence on the products and the services that you use and make sure you're not passing that on to your customer. So make it as easy to compost, easy to recycle as possible. So because I use normal office paper instead of thermal paper for my address labels, and I stick it onto the cardboard envelope with my paper tape, my customer can just pop that straight in the recycling bin and they don't need to worry about microplastics leaching into landfill or recycling or whatever. So yeah, big rule of thumb is think about your customer and think about how they're going to feel when they receive all this big bunch of packaging, which might look pretty, might look beautiful, but you all know that feeling. What am I going to do with this? Glitter everywhere, iridescent plastic, looks very pretty for that 1 second that you open it, but what are they going to do with it? And here's the thing, you can make your packaging just as pretty and just as beautiful by making it colourful and bright and on brand, but paper and card, and your customer will love you for it, guaranteed. Obviously there's going to be areas in your business and in your private life where you can't avoid plastic. For example, the camera that I'm filming myself on for you now, the printer, the computer. The thing is, guys, try and just make it not single use. Plastic is an amazing resource. It's fantastic. It's really made life really nice and easy. But the problem comes when you use something once and you throw it away. And then that thing that you've thrown away is going to cause problems for the ecosystems and will eventually break down into microplastics that get inside us. And that's not good for anyone. So don't fret too much if you've got plastic things that you use day in, day out. Cameras, scissors, printers, cats' litter trays. Just make sure you use it and you give it a really good life. I really hope you've enjoyed this part of the Planet Friendly mini-series. There's probably things that I haven't covered. If you've got any questions, pop your questions and comments and queries down in the comments and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this topic. But until next time, I'm going to leave this one here. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. But yeah, until next time. Bye.